POV, you wake up as a gold digger. The beginning. You grew up watching your mother stretch grocery money to the last dollar. You watched people around you drive nice cars and wear nice things and talk about vacations like they were nothing. And somehow along the way you made a decision. Just quietly in the back of your head, you were not going to struggle. Not if you could help it. You are not a villain. Not yet. You're just a person with a very specific skill. Reading people, figuring out what they want to hear, and knowing almost immediately who actually has money and who is just pretending. If all of these make sense to you, subscribe because the rest of this gets a lot more interesting. Learning the game. It starts small with a dinner here and a gift there, nothing dramatic. You learn fast that love and money are not mutually exclusive. People act like they are, but look around. The wedding ring, the mortgage, the joint account, every relationship has a financial layer underneath it. You just decided to be honest with yourself about that layer. The first lesson hits you immediately. Stop going for the flashy ones. The guy with the loud watch and the sports car and the cologne you can smell from across the room, that guy's performing. Real money is quiet, and it wears the same plain jacket every Tuesday and does not feel the need to explain what it cost. You once sat next to a man at a bar who was wearing a $20 shirt. He picked up a tab that would have covered your rent. Nobody in that room would have guessed. You would have. You learned to read the room differently now. Who does the waiter look at first? Who gets the corner table without asking? Who do people lean slightly towards in a conversation without realizing? That is who you want. First rule, never ask what he does. The moment you ask, you look like every other person calculating his bank balance. Let him come to you. Let him want to impress you first. Your job is to be impressive enough that he wants to show you what he has without you ever having to ask. The first test. You don't move too fast or ask for things too early or get too obvious or get greedy. You play the longer game. The test is simple. You ask him what he's drinking. If he does not offer you the same without hesitating, you leave. Because a man with real money who wants you around does not let you pay for your own drink. That one small moment tells you everything about the next 6 months. You become good at what the books call compliance testing. Small asks first, can you drop me home? We go somewhere nicer? Each yes is data. Each pause is also data. You are running a quiet experiment. Most people sitting across from you have no idea they are the subject. They think it's a date, it's actually an interview. They are not interviewing you. You never apologize for any of it. Apologies signal that you think you did something wrong. You don't. There are actual forums online where people who do this teach each other these exact techniques, reviews, feedback, and tips for beginners. It's organized and serious. You read them at 2 in the morning like homework. This is not a dark secret. It's a skill set, and you are getting very good at it. The reversal. You thought this was about finding a rich man? It's not. You figure that out somewhere around month 4. The real game is making him feel like he found you. Like he's the one who made all the moves. Like the apartment idea was his, like the trip was his idea, like every single thing he's giving you is something he chose freely because you are simply that valuable to him. He has to believe that, completely without a single crack in this story. The moment he suspects he's being managed, it's over. Not because he will leave immediately, but because the dynamic shifts. He starts testing you back. He starts pulling away on purpose just to watch what you do. You have seen it happen to other women. You watched one fall apart over a man who had already mentally left 3 months earlier. She kept performing. He kept watching. It was painful to witness, and honestly, instructive. So you become meticulous. Every interaction is clean, every ask is indirect, and every emotion you show is calibrated. This is not manipulation, you tell yourself. This is just understanding how people work. If they wanted to keep their money, they would. You just make it feel natural to spend it on you. The lifestyle. Things move consistently. The apartment comes first. He calls it helping out. Then the car, then the trips, 3 vacations in 14 months. You're not asking for these things directly. You are creating situations. You mention your lease is ending, you let him solve the problem. That is what men like to do. They solve problems and like to feel needed. You just make yourself the most interesting problem worth solving. Your social circle changes completely. You're in rooms now that would have been impossible 2 years ago, sitting at dinner with people whose names you have only seen in news articles. You're the photo someone else is scrolling past wondering what that life feels like. You feel entitled to all of it. Quiet entitlement. A belief that you believe a particular quality of life regardless of what your bank account says. This is part of the psychology. You didn't invent it, but just recognized it in yourself and decided to use it. You tell yourself this is just smart. If you wanted someone who didn't appreciate the lifestyle, you would find one. You just appreciate it more honestly than most people admit. The cracks. The cracks don't come from him, they come from inside. You spend enough time performing warmth, interest, and love, and somewhere in all that performing, you genuinely lose track of what you actually feel. You're in something built entirely on a transaction. The longer it runs, the harder it is to remember what something real felt like. You are also always paranoid. Every argument is a financial threat. Every time he takes a call in another room, your stomach drops. It's not because you love him, because you cannot afford for the arrangement to end. You start checking small things like his tone, whether he suggests the expensive place or somewhere cheaper this week, whether he compliments lands the same way or feels slightly more automatic now. You have become so good at reading people that you cannot turn it off when you look at him. One night he leaves his phone face down on the table. Your heart rate spikes. You say nothing, but you smile and pick up your wine glass. Inside, you're doing the math. So you manage it. You smile through the fear. You stay charming when everything inside you is cold and calculating. This is exhausting in a way nobody around you understands. The friends who think your life is perfect. The people who see the bags and the trips on your phone and assume you figured out something they missed. You did figure out something, just not what they think. The end. The end comes one of two ways. Sometimes he figures it out. A friend says something or a pattern becomes obvious. He pulls back, slowly at first, and you feel the ground shift under you. You overcorrect, become warmer, and become more available, more attentive. But it's already too late. He's gone before he's gone. Sometimes you figure out yourself. You are sitting across from him at dinner that costs more per head than most people's groceries run for 2 weeks. He's talking, you're nodding and smiling, and you realize you can feel completely and entirely hollow inside. Like every room in your life is beautifully decorated and completely empty at the same time. The cycle repeats, you move on. Each time a little more practiced, more detached, and more certain that this is just how the world works. Until one day you're not entirely sure that is still a comfortable thing to believe. The bags, the apartments, the trips, all were real, but you were performing the whole time. And at some point, every audience goes home. You sat through the whole thing, and now you already know what to do. So subscribe, like the video. I'll see you in the next one.